This is a video on my land series. This is the end of my driveway. This is my property. We're going to take the easement road up down to the lower portion of my property. See my other videos for the top. We're going to take this snow fencing here over to a lower boundary border between me and my neighbor. This is some supplies that I have. Constantly bringing supplies. These are all materials. There's no trash. It's all supplies. Different potting soil, roofing, decking. We're walking up an easement right now. This is not really a road. This is a tractor road. This would be four-wheel drive only. Brought some gravel, asphalt in as an experiment. I've worked this, toiled this down, graded it down by hand, cleared all that out, brought all these rocks in. Like I said, this isn't really drivable. This would be high clearance. These are trees starting to grow back up. Old growth sage. Sage is hundreds of years old, some of it. Sage can grow up to 500 years old. See how thick this is compared to my boot. To give you perspective, this is deer brush. The deer eat that. They need every kind of food. We got grass turning green because it's already rained a bunch. It can be below 30 degrees in July out here, as beautiful as it is. You can see all the neighbors. There are none. This is no man's land, literally. Like I said, I've cleared this. I've actually driven four-wheel drive. Here's some snow. So we're in Thanksgiving week right now. It's about November 20th. My property is on a ridge. It goes down into a valley. I own all of that. All of those trees are mine. Down to that bottom hill that you can see. Got some big cows out here, over a ton. This is pretty much their property out here. This is where they roam. We have antelope, mountain lion, deer, badger, rattlesnakes, scorpions. You know, scorpions are, you can see them at night. With black light is what I was trying to say, sorry. Ultraviolet light. Let me see, is it a UV light? With the UV light, they'll turn green. That's what I was going to say. It's possibly a black light. I could be wrong on which is which. So yeah, we definitely got snow on the lowland. So this is technically a drivable road, but it's not worth your life to risk driving down here and get stuck. Could you imagine? I mean, like I said, you'll be Daniel Boone in it. Not a lot of traffic. This is not a road, like I said, and it's mine. It's my easement to my property, and we're technically on a neighbor's property right now, and you can see how much it's used. I'm the only one that maintains these areas. So we're going to take a hike in the snow. I should be looking for tracks. We'll definitely see some tracks. So I'm going to take the left route. This is highly overgrown. At one time, say 20 years ago, this would have been drivable with a Jeep or some type of small pickup 4-wheel drive. But now it's pretty much inaccessible except for hiking, and then there's a lot of ducking and crawling and climbing over to get through. And again, I've maintained this so-called road easement so I can get down here, but you see, definitely needs some chainsaw action. So I'll have to work on that over time. So right now, like I said, I'm carrying this snow fencing, which is perfect timing, I would say. It is snowed, and we're gonna go find the boundary of a lower property line. This is all my property. It's kind of hard to describe from the geography. We were up there past that tallest tree, and now we're below it, and it's kind of hard going up and down the side of a mountain to tell which direction you're going. But now we're at the base of the mountain, and this is all my valley. It's not flat, but it's not the side of a mountain either. So like I said, we were on a ridge and we've just walked down into a valley, and this is all my property here, 21 acres of untouched land. It was probably logged or mined or some type of purpose that people were out here at one time, and or for ranching purposes. Cows still actively walk through this property and wherever they want out here, and it's free range, open range, so they'll eat that grass, for instance. There's some cow poop, but they'll make their own trails. They don't need my trail or road. They'll just crush right on through. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get through this tree. Push on through to the other side. I guess I only went this way for the sake of the video and the road, so I can document it. As you can see, not a lot of driving on this. Definitely would take some hours of chainsawing, but to put that in perspective, this is all my land, and I would just have the road right there. I didn't make this easement. This was to divide properties or something. I don't really understand, actually, because this road right here, this easement that we're looking at, goes directly through my property. This is all my property, so at no time would I want an easement for anyone on my property. So, but more logistically, there should be a road right there, whether I allowed someone to use it or not. For safety reasons, you want to have roads out here so you can get to public areas or other real roads besides your driveway. Mind you, we're on private property, and there are no roads or cement driveways or houses or anything of the sort out here. So, it's strictly people that buy properties and never come out to them, and maybe in some time in their life they go hike out to it or go hunting or something. But this is my property, like I said. Everywhere we've pretty much walked, but there's nobody around here. And about 3 years ago, a neighbor bought a property, which made him a neighbor, in front of us. And that's where we're going right now to put up this fencing and an imaginary boundary that my neighbor has determined. And I've also, did my best estimate. With modern technology, it can get easier. However, I don't have the landscape, the surveyor marks to my property. I use this tree right here as an example because it comes up on satellite and Google Images and stuff, or maps or whatever. I can tell where I'm at by that tree and whether I'm on my property or not. That's mountain mahogany, by the way. Extremely dense wood, like the true mahogany, but it is a fake mahogany. It is similar to the South American mahogany in the rainforest. It's very dense. It has a red, burly, curled up, knotted, maybe not knotted, but curled up wood. Red color, very nice, good for carving and whittling and stuff. So this will be the last time I see my land for 6 months. But you could live out here. I'm not driving to where I'm standing, but up to where I parked. You could get up and down the road, especially if you maintain them and had good 4-wheel drive and back up. But again, the true thing of survival is to not be in situations where you need to survive. So, have a nice cabin, get plenty of propane, and double up all of your supplies, and excessive amounts of everything. Because even when you're going on a day trip, familiar with Gilligan's Island, they have a different perspective, and you get stuck and lost somewhere and realize you really could go for a few more cans of food or whatever that you never thought you would like until you're stuck out here, and be able to walk up to that tree and pull out your favorite snacks and some cans of food. So I do all of that with no intention whatsoever of having to eat it, because I have no intention of being stuck out here, and I have no intention of having those dilemmas. But I still prepare for them, and that's what prepping is being prepared. So as I hike down here, I carry this. This may not be food, but it will prepare me to know where my boundaries are in the future. And that's part of being prepared. This root looks pretty fresh. I wonder if this just fell over. Oh. Like I said, it'll be a lot of cutting. So someday I'll have a road, or better pathways, because this is not even a hiking trail right now, with all the ducking and different stuff you got to do. And the trees are all falling over, and so I have more room out there I don't know why they would take this inner tree line, because it's all dense and moisture. That's where all the snow is, as you can see, and where the water is because of the snow. It's a green zone. As far as out here, we have all those open areas. You can make a nice road right through all those big older juniper trees, no problem. Whereas this wow, yeah, definitely got some cleanup in order. But this mahogany here is more breakable and in the way, and there's tons of them. There's like 100 times more mahogany than there is juniper out here, and the juniper grows to be more of a canopy, and the mahogany is more of a bush that's just in the way, but has its value. And again, I can actually see the wood from the Google Maps. So if I just walk straight up, I should be on my property still right here. And it looks like there's a lot of looks like there's a lot of commotion right here. I would say probably a lot of cows walk through here and a mountain lion following them. I don't know. I also think that there has been some new trees fallen, and that's definitely changing the walking path. Yeah. That'd be my state of Jefferson right there. A big X. There's a lot of commotion. A lot of commotion. Yep. Okay, good. There's some cow poop. Kind of makes me feel good. Ash Valley Ranch. There's one of my signs. I think stuff's been moved. Yeah, definitely cattle. There's some big poops. So, I see a lot of taping on the trees, and not sure why. You tell me what can poop this big. I mean, is that a cow? It seems somehow I passed my boundary. Kind of confused. Thought it was over here. Of course, maybe the tree fell down or something.